I see so many golfers out there struggling with their takeaway. In today's lesson, we're going to show you a couple of ways in how you can fix this. Let's dive into it. Welcome back, guys. We are going to be looking at the inside takeaway today, and I see a lot of golfers struggle with this, and it causes a fair few bad shots. There's different things that can happen from when a inside takeaway starts. So we're going to look at two ways that this could be fixed, but first of all, let's show you what an inside takeaway looks like. If we're looking from down the line, club parallel to the ground is what we call the takeaway position. Now in this position, if the club is on the hands, it's pretty much working in the space that we'd like it to. If it's working inside the hands like this, it's called an inside takeaway. So if I take the club up from there, you can see it might get across the line, and then the club might work a little bit more behind me on the way down. That gets it a little bit more stuck inside. I'll either have to flip it, or I'll leave it open. I'll either get a big slice from there, or I'll get a big hook from there. One of the other common faults we see from this inside takeaway move is how the sweet spot moves around because of the shoulder tilt. So if I go to that setup position, normally what you'll see is the hands work outwards and the club works in this inside takeaway if we start somewhere there. So what happens there is the hands are working out, so I'm moving the sweet spot outwards. I'm moving it more towards the left side of the club, the heel side. Could be some shanks there. But then I'm moving the sweet spot back in by getting the club backwards. Now that's then got the club face quite open, and that then could cause some slices. What can we do to improve this? First of all, what I like to look at is the shoulder tilt, just to make sure that we're actually moving the club into the right space when we're working back here. So sometimes when we see the hands work outwards, the shoulder tilt gets quite level on the way back, so it gets quite left shoulder high, lead shoulder quite high, and that then creates this position somewhere over here where the club's very laid off. From there we've got to release that club. Working across the ball can cause some slices, some shanks, right? So what I would do is just grab an alignment stick, and as you work to the top, you're just going to feel like the left-hand side of that alignment stick looks more down to the ground. Now, if I then do that a little bit, so if I do that into the start of the takeaway, then I extend my arms out, you can see that I've got that shaft parallel with the hands here. And if I work that up, then I get that club working in a decent bit of space there. So we're not looking for, if I got this camera that parallels me here, we're not looking for that alignment stick to look at the camera, we're looking for it to look down at those golf balls that are in front of me there. That gives me some nice tilt. I extend those arms out from there, and I've now created this nice takeaway. And it's this one piece feeling where everything works away together and you're just working around the spine tilt. And then the second way that I would look at this, again, is still using the alignment stick. I would pop the alignment stick up the side of the club, and when we set into the golf ball, that will then go up the lead side of our body. Now, if I start to make a takeaway from there and I keep this alignment stick attached to my body, you can see club face matching my spine tilt and hands and club working in the same space. So if I start to work that rotation again, you can see that's very much one piece. That club's still attached to my body. My arms and my shoulders are working in some nice tilt, and I work that to the top from there. It's not too laid off. The club face is in a better space. It's not too open. It's not down here somewhere. And we can see from there, it's a lot easier to transition and make that downswing when we've got that shaft in a good place working backwards. So check the shoulder alignments first of all. Make sure that they're working a little bit more downwards, left shoulder not working upwards, and then check, are my hands staying with the club, or are the wrists moving inwards to create that inside takeaway? If that's the case, you pop that shaft, that alignment stick down the club, and then you work it back into that space, because as soon as you work inside from there, you can see the alignment sticks moving off of my belt buckle. So we're going to work that round. It's going to make this really nice one-piece takeaway. There you have it, guys. 2 simple ways to sort that inside takeaway out. If you like that video, please click that like button. Please subscribe to the channel. There'll be more of this coming weekly, so don't miss the updates of that. And we will see you next week.